I'm going to do a review comparison of the BOB Wayfinder and the Revolution 3.0. I am a runner. I have a 9-year-old and a 2.5-year-old. I used the BOB Revolution 9 years ago, but strollers change and there's lots of new features. I'm only going to choose one stroller to really officially use on my own, but I'm going to do the comparison because I couldn't find anything with the infant adapter. So here we go. Please don't judge me. The Revolution 3.0 is on the right and the Wayfinder is on the left. This is just a comparison so you can see what they look like side by side, and you know the design difference. Overall, they both have similar features in that you can adjust the handlebars, the back seat. They both have storage underneath. The storage on the Wayfinder zips up. The Wayfinder has a little cup holder. They both have the harness seats, but this is just the design difference. They do have different infant adapters and different specific car seats that they're compatible with. Overall, I wish the Wayfinder had a bigger canopy. They both are very smooth when I've walked with them. I've only walked with these versions with the infant car seat. I went on Facebook Marketplace and I got a maxi cozy to go with the Wayfinder because it's not compatible with the Chico, and so you do need to look up the compatibility of the Wayfinder infant car seats because that is an issue. But overall, I know there's lots of videos on the specifics of these and you can look at those, but I mostly want to focus on the adapter. I think the biggest the thing for me is the way that the Wayfinder folds up. These are jogging strollers, but I do take them, I do take them on the airport with me. I bring them with me everywhere. The Wayfinder is a little bit heavier. This is the inside of the Wayfinder. These are the car seat clips that you need. But it has this pull tab right here, and I'll show an example of folding it up because they fold differently. That's the biggest thing I think is the folding, and why I'm so interested in the Wayfinder because it stands up. But they both have adjustable handlebars. The Wayfinder has the brake. I tested it out and it works great. It has a basket that zips up. It has this foot pedal right here, which you just push up and down like that, whereas the Revolution has this foot brake right there. This is also the adapter that you can use, and it has additional clips that go with it as well for other car seats to make it more compatible. Now, the Revolution, in my personal experience, has worked really wonderful. It has this little pocket peep window, and the Wayfinder's is smaller and it's just mesh. I apologize for my awkwardness in this. I just wanted to give a very quick overview. The jogging wheel does face inward on the Wayfinder, whereas it's more centered on the Revolution. But I'll show you the folding of these so you can see, and then I'll show you the adapters for the infants. So this is the Revolution. Make sure it's locked. These have, you squeeze the two handles, and then you pull the red like this. One thing about this though, you have to make sure that you use this to clip in here. So that's what it looks like when it's compact. It does fold up with the car seat adapter. the infant car seat adapter. With the Wayfinder, you have a seat pouch that you pull up, and then there is a yellow tab, I apologize, that looks like that, and you're gonna push and release it like that. So let me try to show you. This is new for me. So make sure it's locked by pushing this, and then you squeeze and fold like that. Now you also need to make sure the handlebar was in the position that I showed, and you can squeeze it together. There's this locking mechanism right here. So to unfold it, you're gonna make sure that you squeeze this together. So an important part of this stroller, the Wayfinder, is making sure the handlebars are in the right setting so that it can stand on its own like this. And so to unlock the stroller, this is the unlocking, like the thing that keeps it together. So if you push it together, and when I was thinking of comparing these strollers, I was also thinking, okay, if I have my baby in my arms, what's going to be the easiest? So you make sure that's unlocked, and you, this is hard to do with the phone, but you essentially grab the handlebar and start pushing up on the handlebar, just like that. I'm doing all this one-handed. And so you'll pull forward. Okay, so, yep. That, I guess, was easier than I thought. It does fold with the brackets in them, and the handlebars need to be in this position so that it can stand. Let me compare them side by side as they're standing up. So here's the yellow. You're gonna push the yellow button, pull up, and it locks. Did you hear the click? And it locked on its own right there. Now let me pull these side by side so you can see what they look like. There you go. The Wayfinder is a little heavier than the Revolution, but I do find that it's easier to lift a heavier stroller when it's hip height. It's easier to pick it up versus you have to bend over and pick up this one. So I'll have to look up the exact specifications. I don't have them on me right now, but I just wanted to show you what the difference was. And then I'll show you the car seat adapter. This is for the Wayfinder infant adapter. It comes with these two adapters. Make sure the right side lines up on the right side. So if you're facing this way, it's going to be the right adapter goes on the right side. So I will say this is a little harder than the Revolution, but it has these little two yellow spots, and you're going to, I'll show you how hard it is to do right-handed. I will say the adapter is not super intuitive. It takes a couple times to try it out. So you got to line it up, make sure the fabric's out of the way. Sometimes if I push the button, kind of gets it set, and got to move it around. This is hard to do with one hand. Okay, so I got it. It didn't click because I had the button pushed. Let's try the other side. Okay. I'm gonna move the fabric and wiggle it around. It's not as easy. There we go. So there's that. So I bought the Maxi Cozy on Facebook Marketplace because I have all Chico. This is not compatible with Chico brands. Make sure to check what is compatible because there are very specific compatibilities for this. But you're gonna, for the Maxi Cozy, line it up. And you'll hear it click like that. So it clicked. This doesn't really come out. The canopy doesn't really come out with the car seat in, but that's okay. But this is what it looks like with the infant seat in there. To take it off. Now, your release will be different for different strollers, but the release on this one, you need two hands, and you pull it out like that. I will say it might not be as user-friendly with the infant car seat as the Revolution, which I'll show you next. I have a Chico stroller. Sorry for the mess. Chico stroller. This is the adapter for that. There are also these adapters that come with the adapter, the car seat adapter. This is an additional cost, so you have to buy it. Same with the Wayfinder. The Wayfinder adapter was a little cheaper than this. But this is a very sturdy system. So this is for specific car seats, so that you can clip this on and then put that end into that hole. I don't have that kind, so I'm just going to do the Chico, but it's super easy. You line it up with those two holes. It says this side down, so you know which way to put it. I'm going to put it on that side and that side. Clip. Well, but to release a side, you just push that button, which is easy. Make sure, there we go. Oh, and for the Wayfinder, you'll just push that and pull, which is relatively easy as well. I'll do that later. Now I'll show putting the baby in with the Chico. This is pretty easy. You just get your car seat, set it on the adapter and kind of position it so you hear the click, test it, it's solid. And then for the Chico, there's just a button I push and pull out like that. Now, both strollers do fold up with the adapters, which is nice. But overall, you can't go wrong with a Bob. It's just whatever is going to be more convenient for you. The Revolution 3.0 has is the less expensive version, but it's very solid. I had the older version till my son was 5, when he probably shouldn't be in a stroller. I'll look at the weight capacities and put them in the comments. If you have any feedback on what stroller you like, please let me know. I think for me, I'm going to try the Wayfinder this time as my main stroller, just because it stands up on its own and it's easier to kind of maneuver with folding it. And like I said, I travel with mine. I bring it everywhere. So the Wayfinder is a few pounds heavier, and I'll get that information as well. But the Wayfinder is a more narrow option. Let me do this. So this is the Revolution. And then this is the Wayfinder. It's narrower.